Another very nice gated neighborhood. No, I didn't deliver to any of these right here, and I won't tell you which one. I am on a pretty interesting part of the city though, so went a little further north. I had to avoid the Suns game that was going on. This should be over by now, so it was cool. I liked it. Well, after 2 deliveries, I didn't get any more requests. So I was like, it's okay though. This will be my little break. Oh, look at those gates. Look, they have hummingbirds in the gate. Oh, it's so beautiful. Oh, it's so pretty. Yeah, man. I could use those words. Oh, and they have a little twist details at the bottom. Oh, that's some really nice gates. I would totally pay to live there. To see hummingbirds every day I come home. That's fantastic. Because I've been thinking about putting an iron fence in my front yard because of all the people who freaking just walk around and people just let their dogs run everywhere. It's like, man. So instead of coming out with a rifle and say, hey, get your dang dog off my lawn, just put up an iron fence. So yeah, I want to put hummingbirds. Yeah. Now I have an idea. So I did get a job for I did get a call for one of the jobs I applied for, which was a custodian. And the guy was very, very excited that I told him. Well, he was excited that he said he was excited I applied. And then before I get more excited, he's like, "Are you looking for a job interview?" I smiled, man, and I just got quiet for a bit. I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry for that silence there for a moment." I was like, "I'm just happy to know for a fact that you're being very straightforward." And then I was like, "I already like what's going on right here." I was like, "Yes, no, I don't have any interviews." I was like, "You're the only one that has called." So I was like, "As of now, I will tell the other ones if they ask if I have an interview lined up, and I'll say yes, but I am currently waiting for feedback." Because he has to get with the principal, so. But yeah, I was really excited. And then he gave me more good news. He's like, "Oh, it's going to be from 10 p.m. to 10:30. Is that okay for you?" I was like, "No, that's perfect." So, hope everything works out, man. Still waiting for that call back. Hope probably Monday, but I'll see what happens. So, to talk more about perm terror, I know for some groups, that's right, groups, because everyone has their own groups. Family group, lovers group, cheating on your husband group, cheating on your wife group, and there you go, all your groups. So, when it comes to perms, yeah, there's some people out there who actually do get it because of how their restrictions on how their hair can appear. So there's no shame in that. That's totally understandable. I just get very disappointed when I see someone who doesn't really need those perms get a perm and just shake my head like, oh. Yeah, I'm an old school guy. If you don't work on your appearance, I am not going to be interested at all. Like I said, if you're looking to attract someone, at least try something. It's just like me. I dress for work for when I'm doing my Uber Eats. I don't dress very nice. I just dress. Well, I appear nice, but it's not something people are going to be like, "Oh, that looks really nice on you." You know. I tried to get the light fabric short pants, and I wasn't about to pay over like $60 just for some dang short pants. So I had to get the utility ones. Obviously, they don't look like cargos because they don't have flaps that extend out. Everything's flattened on it. So you have to really look at it. But when people do look at it, I can see them roll their eyes. It's just like, why are you being so judgmental, man? I'm not even trying to hit on you. Like, damn, like, so yeah, everyone thinks they're so hot. Just like, damn, everyone just chill out. Oh my gosh. So, so if you're getting the perm because, hey, I'm not looking for a guy to date, no problem. We can get that signal. But if you start looking around and, I'm pretty, well, that's subjective. You're pretty to a guy, not all guys. Because a real guy will look in the room, and the moment he sees a Chad, nope. We all, I know. So now that everyone just gives up, like, screw whatever. I ain't gonna do nothing. And then it's funny that I've noticed that the Chads aren't even going out anymore. I don't see them that much. When I go to do like restaurant pickups, nope. I don't hear them. I do not hear them at the bar acting like Chad. You all know how Chad acts at the bar. Everyone knows. Even people from overseas know how Chad acts in a restaurant. So. And you're like wondering, well, how do people overseas know this? It's because they watch all the movies made by black people. They know what Chad acts like. And I've said it before. Even if they are pale skinned, y'all, Chad will never ever say, "Oh, you're not one of us." Because, some of those pale-skinned people, they tan. If you tan and you're pale-skinned, you're colored. I've said that before. That's why Chad's interested in you. He knows you're colored. Anywho, they can do whatever they want. So... But I found it funny. I don't see Chad out that much anymore. The mop head, freaking bedhead guy, nope, I don't see it. I don't hear them anymore. I don't hear the fraternity dude talking anymore. Like, man, nature's healing. Nature's healing. I love it. Maybe he's at home and he couldn't get out because he drank too much Truly. What was the other one on music? White Claw. I'm only laughing because I've been there. I know how hard it is to get out when you've gone to that point. Sympathy? No. Suffer. So, good job, everyone. Family Guy, all the awareness videos. That's what a lot of the videos of men talking about women. That's what they say. Is, they're just upset because Chad's no longer out there. And where's Chad at? Well, I don't know. I don't hang out with Chads. They're a unique breed. They only hang out amongst themselves. So a Chad hanging out with another Chad, that's a friendship that's not going to last that long. Unfortunately, when it comes to human emotions, mathematics does not work. More specifically, algebra does not work. And don't forget, algebra is always associated with Well, the way I learned it was this phrase, "My dear Aunt Sally." There you go. I do not know how many times people would tell me you are wrong. I'm like, the teacher literally said it 10 times in the lesson briefing. And they would always argue about it. It's like, man, well, we'll see when the test comes back. Oh, would you look at that? You got an 85 and I got a 95. I wonder why. I usually didn't get hundreds because I didn't show my work. I would always just do like 3 or 4 steps and then turn it in. But if it went beyond that, I would just show the important ones. Draw arrows. But yeah, man, it's great, man. I love it. I love it. As far as the other communities, I don't know, they're all still the same. You still hear the same mess being said to all the females they interact with. It's like, it's the same. I do not need to be hanging out in this place. And also when I worked at the casino, I would hear it all the time. It's just like, it's the same pickup line. And they would use it on the female poker players, female poker dealers, and the bartenders, the female bartenders. I just didn't talk to them because one of them actually asked me, he was like, how come you don't talk to us? I was like, man, you talk to dudes all day. I was like, I'm not going to be sitting at home wondering if you have the phone number of the dude that visits you the most. Let someone else play that game. Because that's the way I view it. So that's why comedians say, why do you think men love their consoles and PCs so much? Y'all just keep playing games. Like, well, if you're gonna play games for the game of love, then we're just gonna play the game of Xbox and the game of Sony PlayStation consoles. And the game of PC. In the name of the holy PC. I can't remember. I used to have a saying when I was a big PC guy. That was years ago. Well, for me, I got married, so whatever people did after my marriage, I have no idea. Everyone went their own way after I got married. Now, I didn't drive this far. I started further down. I just got all the way up here because of the delivery. As far as the other names used for those groups, like Tyrone and Sancho, they're still out there. They're still still out there running amok. That's all I got to say about them. Running amok. Like I said, I don't go out, so I visit places that I guess try to get money from those individuals. So, but most of the time they're not even full anymore, like they used to be. That's another thing. If you're wondering why there's less people, no, this is what really happened. All those, when they say millions died, yeah, see, that's why there's less people. Everyone's just centralizing now. You know what? That's probably, there you go. That's my answer. That's probably why there's more people now. Now you got various people with various sleeping habits in the big city. Some who can sleep, no problem at all, and some who can't sleep because, you know, sounds of the city. I didn't do that much this week. Got all my stuff paid. I still did some work though, but not that much. I'll do most of the work tomorrow and Sunday. Oh well, never mind. That stupid truck was just freaking tailing on my left. Oh man, you know what I'm talking about. Why they like to act like, oh yeah, oh don't speed. That's just wait. Watch this. Don't speed. Watch this. When they hang on that little blind spot. Not even, bro. Not even. Watch, bro. Not even, bro. Not even. My go-to phrase. As far as people going out to drink, oh yeah, they still do that. It gets pretty busy. All those downtown areas I drive, where I tell you I'm downtown, like Roosevelt Road and all that, yeah, it gets very busy down there. All the cheap drunks eating cheap food, smelling their freaking bologna lunch. Brush your teeth before you guys go out and drink. Dang. No one wants to smell your horrible lunch, your poor person's lunch. Every time I drove, it would always smell like cheap wine, cheese, and bologna. Like, man, floss your teeth too. Those bologna particles, that's what's giving you bad breath. Sound intellectual and rich and smart when he smell bologna and cheap wine. Can't lie about that. wondering how I know the smell of rotting freaking bologna because parents give their kids freaking expired food. You can smell it. Jeez, stop giving your kids expired food. Yeah, whenever that substitute teach, oh man. Smell all the expired. They're trying to throw in some salami to hide the smell. It was like, terrible, terrible. Yeah, it's still edible. But your kids can't brush their teeth. Now we gotta all deal with that rotting smell. That's how I know what bad freaking bologna smells like. And then now you're still eating expired bologna in your adulthood. Just throw it away. Throw it in your food disposal. That's why I stopped doing rideshare. I got tired of smelling people bad breath and alcohol. Like, oh shit. No one ever showers before going out on Fridays anymore. I was very disappointed about that. Like that's why y'all are still single. No one wants to go home with you smelling you before they even get their clothes off. Yeah. Yeah, if they can smell your body already with you fully clothed. No, sorry, I'm not going home with you. No matter how promiscuous you are and look. Now for me, oh no, I once I got dental insurance, I visit my dentist regularly. I got cleanings regularly. So once I learned what a clean mouth was and fresh breath was, yeah, I can now taste it. Like, oh my gosh, now I gotta go get my cleaning. And no, if your dental hygienist makes your gums bleed, that's a person not doing their job correctly. Request them to stop and tell them to give you someone that's not going to make your gums bleed. I got one like that one day, and I was fully amazed. So I told her, from this point on, can you put in my folder that I will only get my teeth cleaned by you? And she was very happy to hear that. She said most people said that they think that I'm not cleaning their teeth correctly. She's like, no, it's like I'm just not making your gums bleed. So yeah, if you're afraid because it doesn't, cheap dental hygienists, just tell them to stop and then say, I'm just figure out how much you got to pay so you're not paying full price to have your gums bleed every time you visit them. Now, if you haven't done a cleaning in a long time, well, it's going to happen. So, and if they tell you they have to do a deep cleaning, oh well, yes, your gums are going to bleed, because that means it's terrible. Your gums are in a terrible situation. start missing, I start laughing. I was like, no, because I go to my dentist. I have a lot of feelings. I mean, I'm not going to lie about that. But I developed better brushing habits, so. And when I can remember, I floss. Not a saint about that. I forget it quite often. After some time, like, oh crap. And that's why I said, you know, if you have gum problems already, every time you skip, it's gonna have the same effect over and over and over. And you won't know until you go. And they'll give you the official medical term for what's going on in your gums. Don't be afraid. Go get it done. If you're paying for dental insurance, that's what it's for. There's no club where they're gonna send you a gold star or freaking a gold plate to say congratulations, for 20 years you haven't used your dental insurance. No, you're just giving them money and they're just waiting for you to use your benefits. Oh, come on. I'm trying to get over. There goes this idiot again. Like I was telling you to. Oh, bro, I'm trying to follow you. Why you slow down? Shut up and drive. Jeez. See, they're all trying to follow each other. And since they saw me, they all try to gather behind me. Whatever. That's why all their cars are busted and dented. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all later.